I think I fixed it now. Hold up. Yes, finally. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Oh, yes. I finally fixed it. Okay. What's up, everyone? Um, it's James or Red Sox fan page here, and I'm gonna be reviewing the trade deadline today. Um, I'm known as a baseball guy, but I also really like hockey. And me and TJ the other day were talking about it um on a live, and I thought it would just be fun to make a whole video about it. So yeah, um, this was legit the first deal. So we got well, I mean, yeah, let's just get back right into it. So we got um Sabres defender Brandon Montour to the Panthers for third round pick. I mean, this is kind of just like a not a big deal. Brandon Montour is like a decent defender, and the Panthers I think win this trade just because they're getting a key player immediately, and a third round pick's a third round pick. It's like, it's not a big deal. So oh, shout out to um Floodster Sports. I'm good buddies with him. I was live with him for a Bruins game a week ago. So shout out to him. I'll give him all shout. I haven't told him about this yet if I was using his stuff. But I mean, I'm sure this is like promoting him, so I don't think he'd care. All right, this one's a little bit interesting. So we got Sharks trade Devin Dubnyk to the Avalanche for defender Greg Patterin and a fifth round pick. This is a good deal for the Avalanche. They get a good pairing with Dubnyk and Grubauer. I think that's perfect for them. Dubnyk's been known as a good goaltender. I think he struggled a little bit in San Jose, but yet again, they're not a very good team. So I feel like him going to San Jose is a good move. And I think the Sharks are at this point are just trying to rebuild. Martin Jones is a good goaltender, or a decent goaltender, so he's going to get the spotlight now. So this is a more of a, what do you say, contract dump, I guess. But I'm gonna say the Avalanche win this trade. I think this is a big upgrade for them. Now this was a confusing trade. So a three-way deal. So the Lightning acquired defender David Savard and another defender, and Columbus gets a first and third round pick, and then Detroit only gains a fourth round pick. So I don't really know what Detroit has to do, or I think they gave that defender or something like that. I don't really know who gave what, but I think the winners in this deal are Columbus and Tampa. I mean, obviously, Tampa gets two decent defenders, especially David Savard. Columbus, I think, is going to start a rebuild soon, and they get a really good pick next year and a decent pick in 2022. I mean, that's as easy as it goes. I think that definitely this is a good move for the Lightning as well as Columbus, but I think Detroit's in there to I'm not really 100% sure, but anyways, yeah, um hold up, I'm going to put this live out on my Instagram just to see if anyone wants to come out. YouTube channel in the All right, let's get back to it, guys. Sorry. All right, yeah. Like I said though, Tampa. Tampa's already a powerhouse, and now they're adding to their defense. And Columbus gets another two good, decent picks. Detroit just gets a mellow pick, so I think Detroit's nowhere in this deal. So okay. That's rumors. That's a waivers. Waivers. Okay, this is a weird. Okay, so the Capitals trade Jonas. I can't even pronounce his last name for a third round pick. So I actually know the details of this deal because I was talking to TJ about it the other day. So this trade for the Capitals is just a cap dump, and it's not a lot. I think they gained 800K from this, and then get a pick out of it, and then the Devils just get mediocre defenders. So this isn't really a big deal. So I'm not going to spend much time on it. All right, here we go. This is the Red Wings receive or they send defender John Merrill to the Canadiens for Hayden Verbeek and a fifth round pick. I don't know much about these two players. I've heard of John Merrill. I think he's like not great. I don't think either of them are like very, very good. So I'm just gonna put this as an even trade. I mean, Canadians. Yeah, I don't even know. I just think it's a mellow trade. I'm not really interested. All right. Here, this is a big one. This is a big one, guys. So, a three-way trade between the Leafs, the Jackets, and the Sharks. So, Toronto gets Nick Foligno from the Blue Jackets, and along with Stefan Nolson from the Sharks. And then the Jackets get another first-round pick. Remember, they got a first-round pick in the Lightning deal, and the 2022 fourth-round pick from Toronto. And then Sharks get a fourth rounder from Toronto. So, I mean, obviously we all know I think that this is a good trade for the Leafs. I kind of remember the details of this trade. I don't think that if I'm not mistaken, I don't think the Leafs have to pay much of this Foligno contract, but I might be wrong. So if I'm wrong, please because I'm gonna have this up on my channel, so please tell me if I'm wrong. But I think that the Maple Leafs definitely win this trade because they don't have to give much up, and I don't think they have to pay much for this contract. So I think this is a definite win for Toronto. And Nick Foligno's his dad played for Toronto, so I mean he's gonna fit in definitely. So today I'm doing this live on Tuesday. Toronto played their first game after the deadline. He was not playing, but I think he'll play Wednesday or Thursday, whenever they play next. Okay, so this is an interesting one too. So the Flames trade David Riddick to the Maple Leafs for a third round pick. This is a weird one. So this gives a lot of trouble for Toronto coming into next offseason. Why do I say this? Now that they have him, they have four goaltenders that can fight for a spot. So they have Jack Campbell, who just broke the Maple Leafs record for wins in a row. And then you got Frederick Anderson, who's hurt right now. This is his last year of his contract. You got Hutchinson, who's all right. He's decent. He's been playing well while Anderson's been hurt. He's been the backup for Campbell. And then you got Riddick. But Riddick, the thing is, Riddick and Anderson are both on their last years of their contract, which means that one of them could stay or they could both go. I don't think both of them are going to stay at the same time because they're both going to want big contracts. But this is just I think this is I don't know, like a dump from the Flames. I really couldn't tell you, but I think this is good for the Leafs who are going for a fight for the cup right now. They're in first place in the North, so this is a good trade for the Leafs to get a good goaltender like David Riddick. He played decent today. I watched some of the Toronto Flames game. They played each other today, and I think he played decent, so good trade for the Leafs. Okay. This is what we're talking about here. The Bruins get Mike Riley for a third-round pick. I like this deal. The Bruins won today in the shootout against Buffalo. And look, we need defenders, okay? Our defense has been so hurt, and even when it's healthy, it's just bad. So Mike Riley is definitely going to help us push for the playoffs. He is, I think, I looked at his stats. He has 31 points in the last 70 games. I think he has 19 assists this season, and he's just gonna fit in perfectly with our system. And hopefully, we resign him after the season. This is his last year of his contract, and then we give up a third-round pick. I don't care about third-rounders. The only picks I care about are basically first-rounders. Second, I'll get a little pinch. I'll be hurt a little, but I'll be fine. But like this deal from the Bruins. Really like it. The Bruins killed it in the deadline. Killed it. Okay. I was waiting for this one. So, the Kings trade Jeff Carter for a third and a fourth round pick. Absolute snub from the Penguins. The Penguins snub the Kings. This is just a great trade for them. They're in third in the East right now. Jeff Carter is a veteran, and he's still doing decent. He still has been decent for the Kings this year. I really like this trade for the Penguins. I think the Kings could have got more because they're trying to rebuild at the moment. I think maybe they could have got a second and a third or something like that. You know what I mean? But I think this is an absolute steal for the Penguins. Really, really good trade for the Penguins. Jeff Carter. I've always liked Jeff Carter. I think he's a good player still. Do I even have to say anything about this? The Bruins get Taylor Hall and Curtis Lazar for York and a second-round pick. Oh, thank you, Don Sweeney. You pulled it off, buddy. And you know what? They're already talking about extensions, and they played the Sabres today, and York sold the game. He could have won it for the Sabres, and he didn't score. This is an absolute steal for the Bruins. They get two good forwards for a mediocre forward and a second-round pick. What a steal for the Bruins. What a steal. I don't even have to say anything more. Let's go. Let's keep it going. That's waivers, so I'll just leave it up for a second. Okay, so the Devils traded Dmitry Kulikov to the Oilers for a fourth-round pick. Kulikov, I've heard of him before. He's decent. I think the Oilers get to definitely win this one. The Devils, again, are just like a rebuilding team right now. Well, the Oilers are definitely in a playoff contention spot. So I'm confident that this is a good trade for the Oilers. I mean, a fourth-round pick's not very valuable, and he's all right. So definitely win for the Oilers here. Okay, so this was another weird one that I saw. So the Blackhawks trade Matthias Johnmark and a fifth-round pick to the Golden Knights for a second and third-round pick. I don't really know what to say about this one. I've heard of Johnmark. I think he's just an okay player, but a second and third-round pick is decent for someone that I've really never heard of before. So I think this is a win for the Golden or win for the Blackhawks. I think the Blackhawks win this deal. I keep messing up a little bit. Okay, this is an extension. Okay. I like this. I already know who I have winning this trade. So the Blackhawks trade Carl Soderberg, who used to play for the Bruins, to the Avalanche for Ryder Rolston and Josh Dickinson. This is a win for the Avalanche by far for me, and here's why. Soderberg, he played for Avalanche for a couple seasons. He knows the system. Avalanche are top four team in the league. They absolutely are going for a cup final tonight this season, and he is going to be a very, very good third, fourth liner that's going to forecheck. He's going to try to get some goals. I know him he's been a good player. He's a good player. I really like this deal for the Avalanche, not because I just know him, but that the Avalanche are literally going for a cup. And I think that they have a bigger chance with a third liner like Soderbergh. Extension. Oh, I need to talk about this one. Yo, Philly, you care to explain about this, bro? You care to explain? The Flyers trade Eric Gustafson, a good defender, a top 4 defender, for a 7th round pick. Look, hear me out. I'm not saying he's worth a first round pick. I'm not saying he's worth the second and third. But a 7th round pick is a violation. Bro, Canadians are fighting for a playoff spot. They mug up the Flyers. The Flyers got mugged off. They got mugged off. That's all I'm going to say. Let's go. Let's continue. Okay, so this is a good one as well. The Flames trade Sam Bennett to the Panthers for Emil Henneman and a 2nd round pick. I think this is a good trade for both sides. I've never heard of that forward before, but when you add a 2nd round pick to it, it definitely switches up your opinion a little bit. But Sam Bennett is a very, very good forward. He's being added to a very underrated Panthers team. The Panthers have been very, very good this year. They're fighting for the number 1 spot in their division with the Lightning and the Hurricanes. So I think that's a very, very good deal for the Panthers. But also the Flames. Everyone's been saying it. I agree. The Flames need to start rebuilding. And I think that's what they're doing. They've already traded Bennett, Riddick. There was a little bit of rumors about Gaudreau getting dealt, but he never did. But I think it's time for the Flames to start rebuilding. They can't win a cup with this team. They can't really make the playoffs with this team. And they're not going to win a lot of hockey games with this team. So, yeah. Okay. This one I want to talk about, all right? So, this is after the deadline when I'm doing this live. The Capitals just played today, and Mantha scored twice. But I was talking about this. So I went live yesterday on Instagram with TJ, and we were talking about the Red Sox getting canceled, and then we were talking about the deadline. And this trade came out when we were live, and he was so mad, and I would have been that too. So this is the deal. So Anthony Mantha goes to the Capitals. Forget this. Jacob Verana, Richard Panik, a first and a second. That's 4 good things for Mantha. And don't get me wrong. Okay, this is why it's a decently fair deal. Mantha just scored twice. He's known as a good forward. He's had a very good season. He has now he has 13 goals this season, 10 assists. And he just signed a fresh contract this offseason. So the Capitals are guaranteed to get a good player. Well, Verana and Panik, I think, are at the end of their deals, maybe. But let's be honest, the Red Wings are trying to rebuild, and they get a 1st and a 2nd round pick, as well as 2 decent players for the season. Even though Mantha scored and he's got a good deal, I'm giving the Red Wings this win. I think they absolutely mugged off I think they absolutely mugged off Washington, even though Mantha's good. Okay, so this trade is build up. So the Hurricanes trade defender Hayden Fleury to the Ducks for defender, I can't even pronounce his name, in a 6th round pick. I'm back. Yeah, but I think this is a win for the Ducks. The Ducks are going to make the playoffs, to be honest. They're not going to do it. But Hayden Fleury is a decent defender. The Ducks get a defender back in a 6th round pick, but I still think that the Ducks win it. Or I'm being stupid. The Hurricanes get a defender in a 6th round pick. I'm sorry. Okay. We might be getting close to the end, guys. I think this might be the end. Okay, here's another. The Flyers trade Michael Raffle to the Capitals for a 5th round pick. Capitals get a good defender. Michael Raffle's decent. Definitely like a 3rd or 4th liner on the Capitals, but they're giving up a 5th rounder for him. So I think this is definitely a win for the Capitals. I actually think that's it. Yeah, guys. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's gonna do it. This was just like a quick 20-minute video of just me talking about the trade deadline. If you guys want me to do live streams like this was not planned. I didn't know. I only have three viewers right now. This wasn't planned. This was just so it's. I think it's easier for me to post it on YouTube than like to edit it and stuff. And shout out to Grant. He let me on his channel. I'll put all of his channels in the description. And yeah, so this was just a quick 21-minute video. Yeah, I had a couple of viewers stop by, but this will be on my YouTube channel forever probably. This took me like a couple minutes to start, but it was definitely successful, and I thanks guys so much for watching. I'll see you later.